Hello and welcome to another Damien212 VC review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Super Mario 64 on the N64. I'm pretty much going to cut into footage here because there's loads of bits at the start that you can't really skip when you start a new file, so here we go. So here we go then. Basically the bit at the start that you can't skip is about a minute's worth of footage where they show off the 3D, because obviously when it first came out it was a big thing. Kind of like the scene from Finding Nemo where like the zoom out and you can see all the great detail they've done on that. Anyway though, whole point of the game, it's a Mario game, so you have to rescue Princess Peach. However, 3D Mario games are nothing at all like 2D Mario games. I'm personally not a particularly big fan of them. Super Mario Galaxy was good. It was far too easy for my liking. It was still good fun though. This one, I've never really been a fan of it. It's an okay game, but I don't think it's great. Simply because of a few changes which I'm going to show you now. This is the first one. You have to choose what star you want, and that's because rather than having hundreds of different levels, you've actually got about, I think it's 12 levels overall, and on each one you need to collect about 6 stars. Some of them you only need to collect 1 star, and the 6 stars plus the secret 7, well not the secret, there's the one that like you don't choose as a mission, there's the collect 100 coins star and the likes. There's collect 8 red coins over here, so it basically means that you have to play a mission about 6-7 times each to fully beat it. So that's one of the things I don't like about it, because I'd never before on a Mario game have I beat a level then felt the urge to beat it again and again and again and again right there and then, and that's pretty much what I have to do on this. So that's one of the things I don't like about it, because it basically kills replayability, because when you beat it the first time that's fine, but if you try and go back you think, well I've already beat this level 7 times already, so I can't really be bothered with beating it again. I didn't particularly enjoy it last time. So that's about that. This time we've got an energy limit as well, 8 pieces of energy. Certain enemies take more, certain enemies take less. So the whole point is you kill an enemy, you get a coin, and a coin refills 1 bit of energy, or you can find hearts lying around the place which refill all of your energy by standing on them. So that's pretty cool. No power-ups or anything, no Super Mario's, mushrooms or fire flows or anything like that. Instead it's 3 types of cap which you get much later in the game. There's the flying hat, which should be called the gliding hat, because you can't really fly with it. You're constantly descending all the time that you're using it. The only way to try and gain height is similar to what you used to do with a cape. You have to push down and then pull back to gain a bit of air. So not really a flying cap. There's the invisible cap, which basically allows you to walk through mesh. There's the stale cap, which allows you to sink into water. So that's that. There's, as I say, there's about 12 levels overall. There's loads of secret stars hidden around the castle and the likes, 120 stars overall. So there is quite a bit for you to do there, but as I say, it is one of those things where you have to play a level over and over and over again, and that's why I like Super Mario Galaxy, because I think the most from one level was 6 stars, and that was on 1 level, and then you have 5 stars on another one, and again on about 1 level. So I enjoyed Galaxy a lot more because I wasn't replaying a level constantly. Rather than just getting the star and all that, you have to do certain tasks. This one here, you have to fight the King Bob-omb. You basically have to throw him on the ground 3 times. You're not allowed to throw him off the mountain. If you throw him off the mountain, he gets angry and he makes you start the fight again. Same as if he throws you off the mountain and the likes. Every time you throw him, obviously it gets a bit harder. So that's that. I'll show you a bit of the underwater level, if I can. So here we go then, this is the water. Completely different to the controls of what you used to do on Mario games, where like you just had to swim and all that. You can now punch underwater and the likes, which isn't particularly very good. You've got an air limit, which the air limit comes up like your energy, and again by collecting coins you'll refill it, or by surfacing obviously, so it doesn't actually take energy off you or anything, so you don't have to worry about that. You can either hold the swim button down to do a bit of a front crawl, or keep pushing it to do breaststroke, which is a bit faster. So that's pretty much the major differences to the swimming levels and all that. There's you still get the usual stuff like collecting red coins and all that. There's all sorts of poles and pipes and all that for you to climb up on later levels. There's sections where you want a magic carpet and all that. So there's a lot of diversity to it when it's there. It's just as I say, when you're having to replay a level 7 odd times, lads, after you've done riding on a carpet about 4 times, you're getting a bit sick of it. There's also a treble jump now, where basically to do that you jump, and then you jump again, and then you jump a final time as you land, and you do the treble jump. There's the quick turnaround jump, there's the hold, crouch and jump, there's the run, hold, crouch and jump, which is the long jump and the likes. You've got your attacks, which basically you just keep pushing the button and you'll do that attack, or you can do the jumping attack, or the belly flop jumping attack. So, as I say, there's no fireflies or anything, that's pretty much how you kill your enemies. So other than that, no, I don't think there's anything else left to say. I'll let you listen to a bit of the music though, because this is one of the things that I do think the game does really well. I love the music on the game. So there we go then, that's a little bit of the music. I was saying there wasn't much else to say, but there is one or two things. Mainly there's the likes of the extra lives, I haven't mentioned them yet. You do have lives, and the lives are still 1-up mushrooms. There's also these types of levels where basically you'll have to slide down things like I'm doing now, and you'll have to either slide maybe for a race to get a star, or just for secret items and the likes. And if you're quite good there, you can actually cheat like that, although to be fair, I must admit that was blatant luck there. You can also speed up and slow down and the likes, but those sections are pretty hard to control, and I don't know if it's supposed to be hard to control or not, but I do find them pretty hard to control, so just thought I'd point that out. You also every now and then get Bowser sections where basically you fight Bowser, and much like Super Mario Galaxy or Mario Bros 1, Bowser is pretty much the same every time you fight him, but with a slight variation of the level. So Bowser himself never really changes, but the level itself does. So like one of the times you fight him, for instance, he'll be on a normal platform and nothing will happen. The other time you fight him, every time you hit him, part of the platform will break off and the like. So that's about that. There's also the most important thing, I think, the final thing I'm going to touch on today is the camera. This is pretty much the main thing that puts me off 3D Mario games, because I've never been a fan of the 3D camera on a Mario game, because it doesn't go all the way, it often gets trapped on things that just aren't there, whereas other times you'll be right next to a wall and it'll let you go through the wall. So even though it's not full 360 or fully movable, it sometimes lets you move it all the way, which is stupid. You can zoom in and the like, so you can zoom right behind Mario, or you can actually swap it so it is the Mario cam, so it follows him and the likes, but then you can zoom it out there. So that's the camera. It's not perfect, I've had worse on games, but it is one of the things that really does put me off about the game. They've done a much better job on Mario Galaxy, but again on Sunshine I thought the camera was pretty pants. So that's about that then. Graphics, as you can see, it's the first N64 game, so graphics are canny, but they're nowhere near the likes of Majora's Mask or Perfect Dark that came out right near the end of the lifespan of the N64. So don't really know what you'd expect, but they are pretty good to get the job done. So there we go then. That's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel, because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.